Hey guys, welcome to this SQL exercise. And this exercise we're going to look at involves different things. It involves retrieving data from database. You're going to group the data, you're going to filter it, you're also going to sort the data and do some approximation, that's the rounding of the number. And let's go through the question. First part says select the country and the average budget as average budget rounded to 2 decimal places from films. Okay, let's start with this first part, then we'll move on to the other parts. So the instruction is to select the country and average budget from films. First of all, let's look at the table we're working with. So this is a films database and it has the films table, people table, review, and rows. But they very specified the table we should look at, which is films. I'm going to select. First, let's explore the data from films. Some say of the columns in this table. So these are the columns. We have the ID column, the title of the movie, the release year, the country, duration, language, certification, gross, and budget. And the columns they want us to get are country and budget, but they're asking for average budget, which means we're going to use the aggregate function average to get the budget. So we have country and average budget. They're also asking for something else in the question. They're asking us to round the average budget we should use this alias average budget and round to 2 decimal places from films. I'm going to use the round function in Postgres. So since I want to round it up to 2 decimal, I'm going to separate it by 2. What this means is the average budget should be in 2 decimal place and the alias is average budget. Obviously, we can't just leave our query like this, we have to group it, which is what the next part is saying. So we're supposed to group the results by country. So I'm going to get the group by. The next part of this question says we should filter the results to include only countries with an average budget of more than 1 billion. 1 billion. Let's assume that's in dollars, so $1 billion. But let's run this first so we see what our result is. Now we can see the different countries grouped and the average budget for each of the countries for all the movies they've ever made. And this result is what we're supposed to filter to only find the movies that have average budget of over 1 billion. And to do this, we can't use the where clause because the where clause don't work for grouped data. There's another clause we can use, that is having, the having keyword. So having, and we use this filter, so having average budget. We can copy this. So yeah, this is the average budget. Having average budget greater than 1 billion. So 1 billion should have 9 zeros. 2, 3, first 3, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the reason why we're using this instead of the alias name is because this part of the query is going to run before the select. So the from is going to run first. This line of code will run first, this will run second, then this will run third before the select statement. And it's in the select statement that we now have the average budget alias. So if we use average budget alias, having clause won't recognize it because select hasn't run yet. Having runs before select, which is why we just use the function, the original function as it is. Already you can see this has been approximated to 2 decimal place. So that's what the round function does. So let's run this part. Okay, so we have just 2 countries that meet this criteria. South Korea and Hungary. They have average budgets over 1 billion. Let's see the final part. The final part is to sort the data by descending order of average budget. So to sort the data, we can use the clause order by. So order by average budget. And since we want to sort it in descending order, we can use the ESC. And I'm going to end my clause there. So why am I using average budget here and not this function? That's because after the having clause run, the next part of the code that runs is line 1, which is select. And once select runs, the final part that runs is order by. And before the order by query part of the query is executed, the select part would have been executed already, and SQL will recognize this alias name to mean this. So if we use it in the order by clause, it's okay, but we can't use it here because it's going to throw an error. And let me run this. Alright, so the data has been sorted in descending order. I think, yeah, even if you should use this, it's still going to work. Yeah, but if you use average budget here in the having, that should throw an error. Let's see. Yeah, so you can use this. So that's the reason. It's just the little things that you need to remember so you know why you're using what you're using. Yes, we just use this part. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and to see more SQL exercises you can check this playlist. Bye for now.